Hey, welcome to part 4. So, our goal for this one is raiding the Aurora. And if you are interested in the other getting started videos here, there's a series of 4 and they end with this one. They start from you're in the escape pod for the very first time. And it gets you your basic tools, it gets you your most basic of habitats, and then we move on to get in the Seamoth, and now we're gonna go raid the Aurora. So I'm not actually gonna give you a guide through the entire ship. We're just going to get you the basic tools that you need that you haven't already acquired, and use those tools to gain entrance. It's your job to explore. That's what this game is about, you know, is exploring the world and experiencing it for ourselves. So I'm just wanting to equip you to do so. In the meantime, that means we're gonna need a couple of things, a few tools. So I encourage you to check out those other videos if you haven't already, so that you can work through those basics, those necessities. And actually, before we fully dive into this video, I wanted to show you guys what another of these basic habitats looked like. One that was a little less austere. I've gone through, I've actually begun a brand new game altogether. It's a survival game. I want to challenge myself a little bit more. And in this one, I have just been spending materials. I've been collecting and spending them just because I want to. So I wanted to show y'all what that basic habitat that consisted of nothing more than like 1 tube and the Moonpool. Well, mine grew to 3 tubes and a Moonpool. Nonetheless, I wanted to show you what that actually looks like in reality. It looked very austere in the initial video about habitats, about making your first, what is it, world's smallest home base. So I just wanted to show you this one and give you one more hint about where to place it. So we're gonna do that too. While we're getting this loading screen, let's take a moment and glance at those goals that we have, what we need in order to raid the Aurora. We need the scanner, we need a repair tool, we need a flashlight, and a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher you'll probably have to craft, but it doesn't take much, just a couple of titanium. Probably need a spare battery, and we're gonna need to get that radiation suit made if you haven't already. That's pretty simple to make. It just requires a little bit of lead, and lead will be found in the red biome. So you're good there. Repulsion cannon and laser cutter. Those two are slightly more complex. So if you look in game here, you will see that I already have the repulsion cannon. This thing is pretty sweet, actually. You click it once to collect something, and another time to just fire that thing away from you. So let's see if I can find a fish that I could do this to real quick. Ooh, there's something. So there you go, it's collected. I can move it as I wish, and there you go, launch it away. And if it's biological matter, it basically dies. So here's the habitat. What I wanted to show you about the habitat is that an ideal placement for it is that it has a sufficient amount of space beneath it so that you can fly your ship underneath and get into the Moonpool easily. And something I discovered in this playthrough that's really awesome is that it's actually right there on the corner of 3 separate biomes. If you can get it on the edge of 2, that's great. Edge of 3, it's amazing over here. Hey, it really is amazing. So the first biome is the most basic one. Surface real quick. The first one's the most basic one. And that's where we're finding all of our, you know, copper and titanium and all that. The second one is the one with all of these creep vines and whatnot. So any creep vine that's necessary, it's right here and readily available. But it's also on the precipice of a third. It's on the precipice of the red, which gives me easy access to the rarer ores, the silver and gold and such. So it's actually turned out really, really awesome building it in this location on the edge of the cliff between biomes. I highly recommend that. Also, now as you'll look into the inside here, you'll notice that I do have a lot more stuff. I have a extra hatch in here inside the Moonpool. I've got a couple of windows. Oh, nice little chair to sit in. Hello. Don't know what I'm going to do there, but you know, hey. So we built this up a little bit more, and one of the cooler things about it is if I come in by foot after collecting stuff, I can jump up the ladder, and boom, right there is my fabricator and my primary resource lockers. That has been a huge boon to just productivity and making it a useful time when I'm in the habitat. So I highly recommend that you take note of where you enter and where you place stuff with regards to that entrance. It really has made a difference. The biggest thing that allowed me to put in all these windows and hatches was that I found some lithium on the floor in over in the mushroom area, actually, where we found the fragments for the Moonpool. It was right in that very same area. There was just some lithium lying on the floor there, and so I was able to just snatch that up, using that to reinforce this wall. And that one reinforcement let me do an awful lot of customization here. So yeah, that's the base real quick. And now what we need is, actually I need to get back in there because I need to get into Seamoth. If we look at those goals one more time, we want to raid the Aurora. We need radiation suit, repulsion cannon, and laser cutter. So the repulsion cannon is this special guy right here, and you're gonna find the repulsion cannon over by the Aurora itself. That's where you're gonna find the patterns for it, at least.
All systems online.
There we go. So if you just ride over near the Aurora, alongside it, you'll find those crates, right? And inside those crates is where you will find the repulsion cannon or propulsion cannon fragments. So that's what you need to begin this journey. The mats for making it are really actually pretty straightforward. Where's the propulsion cannon? There you go. A wiring kit. That means a little silver, a little copper, one battery, a little more copper, and one titanium. So the propulsion cannon was fairly easy to make. The other thing, however, that we're going to be in need of is the laser cutter. And the laser cutter is a little more complex. Cave sulfur, we've collected plenty of cave sulfur along the way. That's not a big deal. Titanium, easy. Battery, easy. Diamond times 2. That is the tough part, is the diamond. Now, diamond is found in shale. We already have sandstone, where you get your silver and your gold, limestone, where you get your titanium and copper. Now we need to go deeper into the ocean, and we need to find shale deposits. So that's what I wanted to guide you through right now, is how to find that shale. So in order to do so, there's this place that I always drop a beacon at. So you probably want to make a beacon. A beacon costs 1 titanium and 1 copper. So make a beacon and bring it with you. We are going to go over to the red biome, where you got these random pillars and red flora here. So we're going to go to this red biome, and we're going to look for openings, caves, caverns. And this is the jelly shroom cave. So the jelly shroom cave gets us to go down deep. We're going to go to our 200-meter limit, and then we're going to dive even deeper. What we're looking for here are shale deposits, and that is not shale, so I don't care about that one. But we're just going to go straight down. Bring your Seamoth down here. There's my beacon labeling Shroomville. That's what I always call it, Shroomville. And just watch the walls as you're coming down. Make sure you don't hit them, but also look for deposits and see if you can't find something along the walls here. Probably not. That's not a big deal. Just go to basically max depth. We're going down to 195 meters. Because max depth being 200, and we don't want to harm the machine. Whoop. There you go. There you go. Go up, go up, go up. There we go. There we go. All right, now this is what our jelly shrooms look like. This is the jelly shroom cave. It is immediately underneath the red biome. And what we're looking for here are shale deposits so that we can collect as much diamond as possible. We need 2 diamond. So we're gonna hop out, leave the lights on so it's easier to find the boat, and dive. And we're just looking for shale. There's usually some, yep, right there. So there's a shale outcrop, which turns into gold. Lovely. But yeah, find your 2 diamond here. Take note of your oxygen levels and get back to your ship when you need to. There's a diamond. And good luck with the hunt. Once you have it, we need to make the that propulsion, not propulsion cannon, laser cutter. And once you get that laser cutter, then we're gonna meet up in about 2 seconds and open up the way to get into the Aurora. All right, let's take a look at that list one last time before we leave base. You got your scanner, you got your repair tool, flashlight, fire extinguisher. Do I have my fire extinguisher? That's a good one to double check. I do. Okay, awesome. I got 2 fire extinguishers. Spare battery, if necessary, if you think it's necessary. Your radiation suit, repulsion cannon, and laser cutter. Remember that repulsion cannon? You're going to get those fragments alongside the Aurora. I'll show you in just a moment as we ride out there. But it looks like we are prepared. Let me double check power for each of these pieces. Make sure that each of my batteries are good to go. We're heading to the Aurora. I'll show you where to find those crates and where to enter. And that's the big part, is where to enter the Aurora. So as we're coming up on it, you'll find some random debris here alongside the Aurora. So step out and scan it. Here's a Cyclops engine fragment. That's cool. There's some random equipment if you're looking for, ooh, first aid kit, nice. That was first aid. There's a lot of water and food. So a lot of that, whatever's in the chests, doesn't really seem to matter too much. But you will find, as you look through all of this, occasionally you'll find actual crates. And those crates are the things that we're interested in for the propulsion cannon purposes. So just keep an eye open. You need 3 of them to learn it. There's a crate. And there you go, propulsion cannon. So it's in these things that you're gonna find the propulsion cannon itself. And then of course get that thing made and meet up with me here, not at the backside. We're not gonna enter from the engines or from the actual side itself. We're gonna go all the way to the top. We're gonna go to the tip of the Aurora and enter from there. As we're closing in here, you'll see that the hull stops being whole, and it gets a few holes in it. It starts to break up a little. The very first big gap that you see is the one that you want to enter through. There's a second one over there, but we'll enter from the first. And there are 2 actual entries into the Aurora. Whoa, there's shaking. Don't worry about it. Let it shake. Not a big deal. Your ship is fine. Promise. Now, as you enter, though, there are 2 separate ways. You can enter over there and go up, or you can enter through the easy way, and this is where I would encourage you to. So we just came in the big gap and just edge right along the wreckage and stop here where you see this like broken kind of ramp-like thing. leave the Seamoth there, and be ready to fight now. So this is where we're gonna pull out this repulsion cannon and look for crabs. The crabs are gonna chase you like no tomorrow. So there's one. Bah! Pew! Love it. And just pick them up and launch them off. So since this is a survival game, I am interested in all of these crates. That one was a cool one. That was a battery. Whoa. Hey. Nope. There you go. I think there's a buddy of yours over there too. Okay. All right. So this is why we needed the repulsion cannon. Not for that stuff. Those guys don't matter much. We need it because if we don't have it, we can't enter. We can't get in here. So use it to grab one of these crates and push it out of the way. The bench as well. We'll deal with that later, I guess. And so doing this allows us to actually open up the Aurora. The reason why we brought the fire extinguishers is because there are fires. Ooh, another fire extinguisher anyway. Cool. So we're gonna go ahead and equip that fire extinguisher, which is used just as any other tool. Put it in your slot there and right click. No, you will not be able to put out all of the fires on the Aurora, so don't even try. Just make it safe for you to pass. And there you go. You are now inside the Aurora. So either entrance that you go to, you will need to be able to move stuff out of the way with that propulsion cannon. And then there are doors. There are other doors that are locked and you cannot get through. So you need to use that laser cutter. Lastly, there are a couple of doors that are blocked off. They're locked by codes. So read through your journals, do some sleuthing, some searching, make some good guesses, and you should be able to get into every room. One of the cool things here is that you're going to actually access one of the new vehicles from raiding the Aurora too. So I hope you put it to good use and very much enjoy it. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the Aurora, and good luck with your exploration. If you like this video, please like down below, subscribe. I don't know how many more videos I might be doing, if I'm going to do more Subnautica or not, but if you hit like and tell me that you liked it, what you liked about it, I'm much more likely to do so. So please give me comments, give me critiques down below, and again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.